Hello and welcome to Hank Games Without Hank. My name is John Green. I'm the manager of the Swindon Swoodly Poopers. Our star players are John Green. And today I'm coming to you with a very special interview. That's right. We're going to be interviewing my friend and publicist, Elise Marshall. Hi, Elise.
Hi, John.
She's on the telephone. She's a big, long-time supporter of the Swindon Swoodly Poopers.
Ardent supporter.
You do like English football, though.
I do. I actually lived in England for 5 years and was indoctrinated to the glory that is English football. But I'm an Arsenal supporter.
Right, which is disgusting. So it's one of the few things I don't like about you. By the way, today the Swoodly Poopers are playing Stoke City in the Premier League. We are undefeated in the Premier League. We have one win, 7 draws, and 0 losses. So
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Really impressive.
Well, it's the hard work of Ricardo Bunsen-Burner in the back. So context is everything on this show. So just so you know, Elise, I am holding the phone. I'm wearing a polo shirt, and the phone is wedged between my chest and the second button of the polo shirt. So if you hear a rustling, that's because you just fell into my stomach.
That's quite a mental image.
So I was wondering if you could tell me. So you changed my life by being an amazing publicist. And I should have hit the Y button there. And I was wondering if you could talk a little bit about the work that you do and how you consistently change all of your authors' lives.
So the work that I do, I work on Publicity, which means that I'm the person who made you go out on the road for 3 weeks.
Well, that was fun.
And meet all of your fans. So I set up all the events and all the tour. I also set you up with all the media. So that means the magazines and radio and print pieces and all the wonderful online stuff that we saw for The Fault in Our Stars. And I work with all sorts of books, everything from horror books, picture books, middle grade novels, and YA novels. And then every now and then I get to go out on the road and do events like I did with you for The Fault in Our Stars in January. Yeah,
so I guess a lot of Nerdfighters probably know who you are from having met you on tour.
Yes, I was the woman who was correcting Post-its and shuffling books along all the time.
You did do quite a lot of that, and we appreciate it. But what really fascinates me about it is that so I used to be totally honest with you, I used to not really understand what publicists do. Like, I understood that, like, planning tours is a lot of work. Like, I know because I've tried to, in 2008 we kind of planned our own tour. Although we had some help from people at Penguin, and it was, like, frankly, sort of disastrous.
I think that we like to keep these things mysterious. Like to work under a cloak of mystery so that we can it seems like we're pulling it out of thin air, but really there's a lot of work going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, and
we never want you to see us sweat. That's the trick of it.
Right. Like, part of I was thinking about, like, if you're going to tell people, like, generally there's so many people who are interested in working in publishing, right? And I mean, one of the things that I always tell people, like, the number one skill that you need, in my opinion, like, the biggest skill in publishing is not freaking out. Like, learning how to do things without freaking out, because you're going to have authors, frankly, who are always going to be sort of freaky outy types, as I am, as you know, and like, you're supposed to say, like, no, you're not, John.
No, absolutely not. You're always calm in the face of great danger. I think that's one of the skills, but I think another one of the skills is just genuinely liking books. Like, one of the reasons I had so much fun on your tour and meeting the Nerdfighters was that everyone was there because we had a common purpose.
Right.
We love talking about books. We love talking about the things that we're passionate about. We love supporting them. We love being vocal in our support of it. And I think that's the point of commonality for everyone.
Right. Like, there is, I mean, that's part of what I love about being on tour, is that you meet people who have the same interests as you and are really passionate about it. But I think, like, I mean, one of the things about people who work in publishing, as a rule, I almost just gave up a goal, but I scared them into missing. One of the rules, like one of the things that is really fun about publishing is that it's not like working in the, say, widgets business. You know, it's not like selling television parts or something.
Right.
Everybody who does it genuinely believes in the importance of the work and like genuinely likes books and likes to talk about books. And really, at its best, your job is an extension of that, right? Like it's an extension of your interest in talking about books. It's a way to talk about books with, you know.
I just figured out a way to get paid for it.
Right.
I mean, who would have thought all of these years later that's what I get to do?
Yeah.
But it's nice because I get to talk about books all day, every day, and even when I'm out of work. So that extends to things like I wear my DFTBA shirt to the gym.
Do you sometimes wear your DFTBA shirt to the gym?
Pardon?
Do you sometimes do that for real?
I do. I really do. The shirt that I got on tour, the navy blue one with the white print.
I appreciate you doing that because that helps extend our brand because the people you go to the gym with, probably not nerd fighters.
No, I know. I'm really disappointed. The gym here in Tribeca, no one stops me.
Yeah. I have to say, that doesn't surprise me. There are some nerd fighters in Tribeca. We just don't have gym memberships.
But the other thing that publicists do, and you know what I'm working on right now, is DEA, because you're coming here next week. You're going to be here for an entire week in New York.
Right. Well, not an entire week, but I'm going to be in New York next. Well, we have to. They think this is being recorded live. So in their mind, hold on, I have to make a substitution. Things aren't going well. In their mind, it's Monday. By the way, it's still a 0-0 draw. We've got. I mean, I don't understand what the problem is because we've got twice as Vice. Vice playing right mid. Maybe we need McGoldrick? That doesn't seem right, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring in McGoldrick because...
one of the things I like about English football versus American football is that in English football you only have a limited number of substitutions.
Right.
You can't just swap people in and out willy-nilly. It's not like the kind of sissy thing in America where like when people get tired they can just get off and then come back on the field.
Yeah.
You really have to be committed and think strategically about who you're substituting.
You're absolutely right. That is one of the central... I mean, there's so many things I would argue to like about English football over American football, but that is definitely one of them. All right, I just made 3 substitutions all at once because I read on the internet that that's how you're supposed to do it.
Well, also things come in threes, so I'm pretty sure that's good luck.
That probably I'm going to score now.
You're definitely in for a guaranteed win now.
I briefly forgot which side was like which side I was attacking. So right, so they think that it's Monday, in which case I'm in New York, but it's actually Friday, and we are filming this in the past. But yeah, so I'm going to New York, and there are a bunch of other Penguin authors who are going to be there, and then you have to like coordinate all that stuff, and that seems very complicated.
Yes, but it's one of the fun parts of my job.
Is it fun?
It is. I like hanging out with you guys. It's nice to actually see the authors that I'm working with instead of just talking and emailing you and pestering you with all of these questions all the time, which is what I do. Which is what I do on a mostly daily basis.
I like it when you call me. I'm never unhappy to be called by you, which,
well,
by the way, puts you in a really distinct minority.
You just made a huge technical error. Like all the time.
Yes, maybe I will be mad. Oh, McGoldrick! You're tough, you're strong! Oh, he's not strong enough. Oh, that's frustrating. So when you're planning for something like BEA, this big conference that's going to have like, I don't know, how many authors? Like 15 or something?
A lot.
Yeah.
Like 20,000 people there.
20,000 people are going to be there?
Authors.
Now I'm getting nervous. You shouldn't have told me that. I'm going to screw up my big speech.
I heard in conversation today because I was talking about you. Someone called you the YA equivalent of Justin Bieber.
Can I
did not make that up.
Can I have Justin Bieber's money?
And I said, as your publicist, I object to that because you would never punch anyone.
Justin Bieber punched someone?
Yeah, apparently he punched a paparazzi.
Well,
I find very hard to imagine.
there is someone I would punch, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Actually, I might punch a paparazzo. I don't know what the singular that is.
Paparazzo, I think you're right.
If he kept annoying me, I might. I mean, I get pretty frustrated, as you know, Elise. I can get pretty frustrated with people. Not
But not really.
not you, but I can't imagine ever hitting anyone except for Tucker Max. I imagine hitting him on a regular basis. So if I ever have the pleasure,
Violence, as your publicist, I disapprove.
oh no, if I ever meet him, believe me, I will beat him up.
Uh-oh.
You went down my shirt. Oh boy. Oh, we gotta pause the game. Panic.
This is such an exciting phone call.
Oh, by the way, we're in the 80th minute, and we're having the standard Swindon Town Swoodly Pooper 0-0 draw. The kind of result that excites the supporters and makes them keep coming back for more. I can't get back to the perfect balance. Oh, I had you just perfect before. All right, so
So getting back to the Justin Bieber comparison.
okay.
I immediately tried to think about how I could work this into a new pitch angle for you.
Of course you did. Oh God, we almost gave up a goal, but we didn't. But go on.
So what I was thinking is that we could work on a list of the top 10 things that you and Justin Bieber have in common.
And then we could submit that to the Wall Street Journal and see or the New Yorker and see if they're interested in covering this story, this breaking story that
for
I
that
am.
Content, I feel like we should go for perhaps slightly a different. I was like thinking Entertainment Tonight or something like that.
Oh God.
So,
You know what?
one thing that I thought of was the hair.
The hair.
You're both known for your hair.
Both famous for our hair, but
Right.
it has to be said that Bieber has better hair. You know what infuriates me? Ever since Snooki of the Jersey Shore emerged into pop culture, people call my puff the poof because apparently that's what she calls her hair. And how is this that even in Nerdfighteria, Snooki has more pull than oh boy, I almost gave up a goal. We're gonna be lucky to get a 0-0 draw out of this one, to be honest. And that's the end of the game. Well, as you know, I don't want to be on. I didn't win, but I didn't lose. We have a song for this, actually. It goes, 0-0 draw, looks like another 0-0 draw. And now we have one victory, 8 draws, and no losses in our Premier League effort. All right, well, thanks, Elise.
Thank you, John. I'm really pleased that I was not responsible for your first loss this season.
Well, you're the best. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. See you soon.
Bye.